Meteorologist Clay Smith is standing by in the Storm Alert Weather Center with a full look at the forecast this half hour. Hey, Clay.
Hey, Paul. Yeah, and a big switch up from yesterday when we were tracking some of that rain and even some storms during the evening. But as you take a look over Cleveland, a lot of blue skies, some clouds down there in the distance. But all in all, it's a really nice day. Temperatures are starting to warm up. Feels really good outside. So if you get the chance, go enjoy it. I mean, you'll have all weekend, but why not start today? Here's a look at your current radar. This is the system that brought some stronger storms to parts of Alabama and even our area last night. That is now moving off to the east. Still a little bit of cloud cover hanging on across North Georgia and parts of southeast Tennessee, but that's going to be out of here shortly. And as for your temperatures, they're coming up pretty quickly, all the way to 61 now in Chattanooga, 63 in Fort Payne. Well, actually, it just warmed up to 64, 55 in Dayton, 51 in Athens. So those temperatures are quickly coming into the 60s, and we should top out in the upper 60s to low 70s. I'm talking 66 in Pikeville, 62 in Altamont, a little bit cooler in Grundy County, 67 in Sonny Daisy. Our eastern communities about the same. Murphy, Andrews, Turtletown, Benton, all in the mid to upper 60s. Same for North Georgia. Some areas could hit 70, Trenton, Summerville, and even Calhoun up to Ringgold. Going to be awfully close. Northeast Alabama about the same. I think some areas will get into the 70s, especially up towards Bridgeport, Fort Payne, and of course Scottsboro. So really nice day ahead. And as we take a look at your future tracker, there's not a ton to show you. I mean, as we fast forward to Saturday morning, clear skies, a little bit of cloud cover here and there, but all in all, going to be a bunch of sunshine for your Saturday. That's a trend that should continue. Now, Sunday we'll have more clouds working in, but I'm not seeing any signs of rain, at least on Sunday. Now, as we get into early next week, we're going to have a few disturbances swinging through, so I wouldn't be surprised to see some light rain or sprinkles come back into the forecast either Monday or Tuesday or both days. But again, it's not going to be a big deal. And over the next 7 days, I'm not seeing any signs of any high impact systems here across the Tennessee Valley. In fact, over the next 7 days, there's not going to be a ton of rainfall, maybe a trace to up to 1/10 of an inch, which is just not a whole lot. Of course, we're still dealing with that drought here across much of the area. Even though we've had some rain recently, we're still running behind schedule. So as we head into the spring months, of course, we're going to want to see more rain coming down. And here's the good news. I'm seeing signs of more of an active pattern heading into, we'll say, mid-March, and here's the not so good news. That probably will have some severe threats across parts of the country, which could include the Tennessee Valley. So we'll have to keep a close eye on the pattern change, but it's going to be warm. I mean, a very good chance of above normal temperatures as we move into the first couple weeks of March. Now, that being said, more than likely, before we really transition to spring, we'll have at least one more cold spell or colder spell. So I would probably hold off on any planning just yet, although it is going to be very spring-like moving forward. Average high now 59. Look at that. Saturday and Sunday in the mid-70s. Maybe a little bit cooler as some colder air tries to wrap around the Appalachians early next week. That won't last long. We'll be right back into the mid to upper 70s. And I wouldn't be surprised if we make a run at 80 at some point next week. Also next weekend, something to kind of put on your radar, we are going to spring forward. That'll be at 2 a.m. on, actually that's supposed to be a Sunday, March 8th, not 12th. That wouldn't make any sense. But the sunset times will, of course, start to be a little bit later. We'll go from 6:42 all the way to 7:43 here across our Eastern time zone community. So go ahead and plan for that. You will lose that hour of sleep. And of course, we're only 21 days away from spring now. Now, as we look at your 7-day forecast, sunshine through this weekend, more cloud cover next week, but it's going to stay nice and spring-like all the way through the end of next week, Paul.